Welcome to our channel. Listen to short audiobooks every day and improve yourself.
Michael Breus. Sleep, drink, breathe. Simple daily habits for profound long-term health. Your Peloton is gathering dust, your supplements are expired, and that cold plunge tub in your backyard has hosted exactly one shivering session. Welcome to the modern wellness paradox, where the pursuit of health has become a complex and expensive exercise. No pun intended. There's an endless carousel of must-try trends and products, all promising revolutionary results. And yet, ironically, all this complexity makes health less accessible. We need to get back to basics. The most powerful tools for transformation are already built into our biology. These tools are sleeping, drinking, and breathing. They're the backbone of good health, and yet many of us are performing them suboptimally. We'll learn how to master them. By doing so, many find their broader health goals become more achievable, often without any further interventions. Sound good? Let's get started. Foundations of biological health. Beneath your skin lies a delicate dance of biological systems. 3 key control centers choreograph this performance. The suprachiasmatic nucleus manages sleep, the hypothalamus monitors hydration, and the medulla oblongata regulates the breath. When functioning optimally, these systems create a perfect balance. Yet they're fragile and susceptible to modern influences. Your sleep control center operates like a master clock, coordinating the daily ebb and flow of hormones that govern rest and wakefulness. As darkness falls, it triggers the release of melatonin, lowering blood pressure, reducing body temperature, and preparing the body for sleep. But artificial light, irregular schedules, and digital devices disrupt it. The hypothalamus constantly monitors blood sodium levels, making us thirsty when concentrations rise too high. Yet approximately 75% of Americans remain chronically dehydrated, a state which compromises nutrient delivery, hormonal signaling, and cellular function throughout the body. Perhaps most surprising is the state of our breathing. Most adults utilize only 70% of their lung capacity. Respiratory function significantly declines with age, yet few people give any thought to maintaining or improving it. The breath is particularly important because it influences the vagus nerve, a crucial communication pathway stretching from brain to pelvis that affects nearly every major organ system. When these fundamental systems fall out of balance, they create a negative cascade. Poor sleep disrupts hormones, leads to stress and metabolic problems. Dehydration impairs cellular function and increases inflammation. And shallow breathing reduces oxygen delivery and stress resilience. The good news, however, is that the reverse also holds. Improving any one of these areas can trigger a cascade of positive changes throughout the body. The author recommends small, consistent adjustments implemented gradually over 3 weeks to allow for sustainable habits to form. Yet the benefits can kick in quickly, often within days, as improved energy and mood. For the rest of this blink, let's look at practical tips for engaging these systems effectively. The perfect sleep sanctuary. The path to perfect sleep begins long before your head hits the pillow, orchestrated through a delicate dance of timing, environment, and acceptance. Let's talk environment first. Temperature is a critical factor, with the ideal range hovering between 65 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. This isn't arbitrary. Your body naturally cools as it prepares for sleep, and a cool room facilitates this process. Humidity also matters, with levels between 30 and 50% providing the sweet spot for comfortable breathing, without creating a breeding ground for allergens or irritants. Complete darkness can be hard to achieve in urban environments. While blackout curtains are an obvious solution, they can be expensive, especially if you need custom sizes. Here, the humble hair clip becomes an elegant hack. By using one to fasten where curtains meet in the middle, you can eliminate that persistent gap that often lets in stripes of light. For maximum effectiveness, use 2 clips, one at the top and one at mid-height, to prevent the curtains from shifting during the night. The most important thing isn't so much perfect darkness as minimizing disruptive light, particularly the blue wavelengths that most powerfully suppress melatonin production. The tactile elements of your sleep space also merit attention. Clean sheets and plumped pillows create an inviting atmosphere that signals to your brain that this space exists for rest alone. It's about creating consistent environmental cues that trigger your brain's sleep response. Another reason to make your bed each morning. Another element is sound. While silence is best for many, others find that consistent background noise, whether from a white noise machine or a quiet fan, helps mask unpredictable environmental sounds that might otherwise disturb sleep. The key here is consistency sound. No sudden or surprising bumps, rather than absolute quiet. Lastly, try to keep your bedroom a dedicated sleep space, free from the intrusion of work, intense discussions, or other activating activities like entertainment. Maintaining this environmental discipline helps strengthen the psychological association between your bedroom and rest, making it easier for your brain to transition into sleep mode as soon as you walk in the room. Powering up, powering down. The journey to quality sleep extends beyond the bedroom, encompassing your daily rhythms and routines. Let's start with your morning routine. Drinking coffee immediately upon waking may actually work against your natural rhythms. Your body produces adrenaline and cortisol upon waking, powerful hormones that make caffeine look like weak tea in comparison. So consider shifting your coffee consumption to lunchtime, when natural alertness begins to dip. How about napping? There's an art to naps. The optimal napping window arrives around 7 hours after waking, but duration also matters. Short naps of 15 to 30 minutes can boost alertness and immunity, while 90-minute naps might improve cognitive performance but risk disrupting nighttime sleep. Consistency is another cornerstone of good sleep. It's not about keeping an impossibly rigid standard, but do try to keep your wake time consistent each day, ideally sleeping in on weekends by no more than 45 extra minutes. To finish our discussion of sleep, there's one time of day that merits special attention: the hours leading up to bedtime. The author recommends creating a power down hour, a structured transition divided into 3 distinct segments lasting around 20 minutes. The first 20 minutes focus on closing up your day, those practical tasks that help your mind let go of daily responsibilities. This might mean quickly tidying your living space, packing tomorrow's lunch, laying out clothes for the morning, or responding to any urgent messages. The key is handling tasks that might otherwise nag at you during the night. The middle 20 minutes involve personal care, but with an important twist. Focus on the calming, quieter aspects, rather than anything involving bright lights or stimulation. This is the time for a warm shower, gentle stretching, or changing into comfortable sleepwear. Save potentially stimulating tasks like performing skincare for earlier in the evening, when the bright bathroom lights won't interfere with your melatonin production. The final 20 minutes are dedicated to genuine relaxation, not the artificial kind that comes from scrolling through your phone. This might mean light reading, preferably from a physical book, practicing breathing exercises, listening to calming music, or simple meditation. You're not trying to force relaxation, rather, you're creating space for it. Think of it like letting a glass of muddy water settle. Given enough stillness, clarity naturally emerges. That's it, the Power Down Hour. The ways of water. Hydration sounds simple enough. Just drink water. Yet a surprising number of us are doing it wrong, messing up both the mechanics and timing of proper water consumption. The evidence is written in our headaches, fatigue, and afternoon energy crashes, telltale signs of bodies crying out for hydration. First, drink water properly. Gulping down large quantities a few times a day isn't very effective. The body simply can't absorb water that quickly, instead sending much of it straight through to the kidneys for elimination. Think of your body like a dry sponge. A gentle trickle will be absorbed more effectively than a sudden deluge. This brings us to quantity. While generic recommendations like 8 glasses a day have become cultural touchstones, we can do better with a more personalized approach based on weight and activity level. First, multiply your weight in pounds by 0.6. Then, add 12 ounces for every 30 minutes of exercise. For a 150-pound person who exercises for an hour, this translates to about 114 ounces on workout days. For metric users, simply multiply your weight in kilograms by 0.3, then add 350 milliliters for every 30 minutes of exercise. How about water quality? Not all water delivers the same benefits. Mineral water, with its naturally occurring elements like magnesium and calcium, offers superior hydration compared to plain filtered water. Spring water follows close behind. Distilled water actually creates a net loss of minerals in the body. Perhaps surprisingly, properly filtered tap water often provides better hydration than expensive, pure bottled waters that have been stripped of beneficial minerals. Timing also matters. The most effective approach? Break your daily water intake into 5 strategic points. Upon waking, mid-morning, lunchtime, before dinner, and 2 hours before bed. These points aren't arbitrary. They align with your body's natural rhythms and help maintain steady hydration throughout the day. Another approach to create lasting hydration habits is linking drinking water to existing routines. While coffee and wine have built-in rewards, the aroma, the ritual, the immediate effects, water needs to piggyback on other pleasurable activities. This might mean enjoying a glass while reading the morning news, sipping during your favorite TV show, or making hydration part of your exercise cool-down routine. The signs of success appear gradually but unmistakably. Clearer thinking, better physical performance, and improved digestion. Longer-term benefits like reduced inflammation and enhanced cellular health will follow. By hydrating properly, you'll be optimizing your body's most basic processes for better overall health. Foundations of better breathing. Your next breath could be the beginning of a profound transformation in your health, if you know how to take it properly. Many of us have developed suboptimal breathing patterns that compromise our health. We breathe too shallowly, too rapidly, or too high in our chest. We unconsciously hold our breath during concentration, and we switch to mouth breathing when our bodies are designed for nasal respiration. The results? Poor breathing patterns can trigger chronic stress responses, impair cognitive function, and compromise our immune system. It even impacts our lymphatic system, our body's cellular waste management infrastructure, which lacks its own pump and relies partly on proper diaphragmatic breathing to function effectively. Optimal breathing starts with the nose. It's like a processing plant for the air we breathe. When we inhale through our nose, we trigger the production of nitric oxide, a remarkable molecule that enhances oxygen uptake, fights pathogens, and helps regulate blood pressure. The nasal passages also warm, filter, and humidify incoming air, preparing it perfectly for our lungs. All this gets skipped when we breathe through our mouths. Then there's the diaphragm. Think of the diaphragm as a powerful bellows that, when used correctly, creates an efficient vacuum for drawing air deep into the lungs. But this muscular efficiency depends heavily on posture. When we slouch, as many of us do while working at desks, we physically restrict our diaphragm's range of motion, forcing shallower, less efficient breathing patterns. So try to maintain postural awareness, maintaining proper spinal alignment whether sitting or standing. And try to move throughout the day. This naturally encourages deeper breathing patterns. Modern research has revealed that we can consciously game our nervous system through specific breathing patterns. To calm down, use techniques like the 4-7-8 breath, inhaling for a 4 count, holding for 7, and exhaling for 8, to activate your parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation and stress reduction. Conversely, when you want to heighten your alertness, controlled hyperventilation techniques like the Wim Hof method can temporarily boost energy and mental clarity by triggering a measured stress response. Every breath is an opportunity to reinforce better patterns. Small adjustments, consciously engaging the diaphragm, maintaining nasal breathing during exercise, and practicing brief breathing techniques during natural breaks in our day, can add up. The potential benefits, from enhanced cognitive function and reduced stress to improved immune response and better sleep, make this one of the most valuable investments we can make in our health. To Sleep, Drink, Breathe by Michael Breus is that optimal health doesn't require expensive gadgets or complex routines. It's about mastering 3 fundamental biological processes: sleep, hydration, and breathing. By creating the right environment and habits for sleep, drinking water strategically throughout the day, and practicing proper breathing techniques, you can trigger positive cascading effects throughout your body. Remember that small, consistent changes will give you better results than a dramatic overhaul. Start with one area, master it, and watch how it naturally leads to improvements in other aspects of your health.